Hello and welcome back to my channel because we are going hardcore for the Republicans today. That seems to be the theme. It seems to be the theme of my channel lately because it grows. So it's welcome back to my channel. Let's hate on some more Republicans on this episode of They Suck. We have to talk about Lindsey Graham, the filibuster, and yeah. So Lindsey Graham a couple of days ago said that when it came to the voter rights bill, if we brought the filibuster back to the way I think it should exist, the way that I thought it existed, and I'm gonna fully admit here I could be wrong. I thought the filibuster consisted of standing and talking until you couldn't talk anymore. And they changed the rules, and I somehow missed it. I'm guessing it was changed when I was in my younger 20s, and that's how I missed it because I took like a break from politics in my early 20s. Not the point. But the way the filibuster should be. And Lindsey Graham said that he will talk until he drops to ensure that we don't get the voters' rights bill through the Senate if they decide to change the filibuster back to the way it used to be, which they should. I am a fan of that form of the filibuster, even though the filibuster isn't necessary. I actually like a debate on issues, and I enjoy watching it. I enjoy seeing both sides of the issue and making up my own mind, even though I had to wade through a bunch of lies from the Republicans and some lies from Democrats and make it work. I still think that the filibuster that way as it works should remain. Not the point, though. I am going way off point. Lindsey Graham said that he would talk until he dropped, or until he couldn't talk anymore. Because, again, the Republicans are afraid. They are desperately afraid that if every American in this country gets the right to vote, their deeply unpopular policies will no longer be enacted. They won't get their seats. They'll have to come out with better policies, and they don't want to. Lindsey Graham doesn't want to. Lindsey Graham wants to sit in Congress and do nothing, because that's what Lindsey Graham has done for the past 16 years. He has sat in his seat and done nothing. You can argue that he's done it before that, but I'm going all the way back to the Obama administration. 8 years of Obama, 4 years, 12, and then 16. It'll be a total of 16 by the time we're done. But yeah, he wants to be able to sit back and do nothing, and he's genuinely worried that Democrats will take control of the Senate if they are allowed to get the appropriate amount of votes. Because again, they like ruling by minority rule. They don't have the vast majority of votes, but yet they hold power within the Senate, which to me is backwards within itself. I would personally pay to see Lindsey Graham sit there for 24 to 48 hours and talk without dropping. I don't think he has the stamina. I don't. I think he'd have to tap in other Republicans, and given the age of the average Republican in Congress, none of them have the stamina to pull that off. I guarantee you after about 5 or 6 hours, a lot of them are gonna bow out. Peace, deuces, bye. They couldn't even, when having the bill read for the COVID relief package, they couldn't even stay for the full reading of that. The 10 hours reading of that, they bounced and they left. Because they just don't have it in them to stay anymore, and they're so used to it. So, they have every right to be afraid, and we should be making them afraid. We should absolutely be scaring the Ted Cruz's, the Lindsey Grahams, the Josh Hawleys, the Mitch McConnells, the Donald Trump Jr.'s, the Ivanka, all of them. We should be terrifying them, because the whole minority ruling over the majority thing has to end. The Senate not doing its job has to end. So please, Lindsey Graham, stand up for 24 hours and fight against a bill that allows every American to vote. Put that on the record. Make my day. Put it on the record. Put it on the record that you would like to go back to Jim Crow era laws that keep minorities, the disabled, the poor from voting. Do it. Do it and see how popular you are. Do it. Because if you think that your last race was hard and raising money was hard in your last race, imagine how 2024 is going to look when you have to run and those clips are paid on national television. When people talk in ads about how you actively try to suppress voters and how you don't think every American has the right to vote. Do it, Lindsey. Because we won't forget. And we will make an effort to remind the American people when it's time to vote for you, you didn't want them to vote. Because again, you're on record saying that you want Christian Americans, Christian Republican Americans are only welcome in your state. You've made your alliances clear. We know where you stand, and we are no longer putting up with it. So go on record, Lindsey. Go. I promise you we'll outraise you, and we will get that seat. The days where the minority rules over the majority must end. And Lindsey Graham is absolutely terrified of it. And I want to see him try to defend it in front of the Senate. So please, bring back the filibuster and make Lindsey Graham stand for 24 hours. All right, guys, I will see you later.